Here we go. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Toyo Tires, all or nothing. I love a Bruce Buffer introduction, but you got to earn that.
Yes, sir.
And a chance to earn it tonight for these fighters. Right to the action. O'Malley in green, Kashakian in red. Both like to stand and strike. They're happy they're fighting against a fellow striker. This one could be quick.
Yeah, you know. Whoa!
Big knee to the body by O'Malley as he escapes the pressure of Kashakian.
And I was just going to say, O'Malley, the much more unorthodox striker, and, you know, Kashakian's going to try to get in and be a little more, you know, cut and dry. Jab cross, jab overhand, left head kick, already a little scratch, spinning back fist. Oh, but Kashakian comes with a counter.
O'Malley loves to spin and throw, whether it's a fist or a foot. But he's on the ground now as Kashakian looks for some ground and pound.
Yeah, he's raining down some punches here, and this is one of the things I talked about. He has some finishes. When he gets on top of guys, he'll pound you out. He knows that O'Malley's weaknesses is wrestling and his jiu-jitsu, and he's trying to take advantage of that.
Looking to hand O'Malley his first loss, and he has him on the ground now. And O'Malley around the neck of Kashakian. He escapes it and throws another few rights.
Wow, great ground and pound here by Kashakian. And a nice triangle attempt there by O'Malley. Kicks off the hips. Kashakian all over him here, though. Trying to sun him here a little bit, if you will. Be a little bit of a big brother action here. Stuff in the head. Trying to bully O'Malley early.
Ooh, throw from O'Malley.
Nice counter.
Hurt there by Kashakian. O'Malley continues to try to go for the home run punch. There's another left from Kashakian.
Yeah, Kashakian just getting right out of the way of this.
Ooh, big left from O'Malley.
Yeah. Oh.
And right. Big cut on the left eye of Kashakian.
Yeah, that's starting to leak a little bit. Doesn't seem to be slowing him down yet, though. Not rubbing it, not wiping it away yet. So far, so good for Kashakian. But O'Malley's starting to find a home for some of these punches. Oh!
Big left knee to the head, but Kashakian moves in. O'Malley covered up with his back to the fence.
Wow, these guys are
with a right elbow. Exactly what we thought.
Yeah, this is living up to everything we talked about in every little bit of things. When we talked about these two guys getting in here, we knew they were going to throw down, and man. Tries to catch that kick.
Each bleeding now as we are coming up on 2 minutes to go in the first round. Big left, big right, by O'Malley as he stuns Kashakian.
He's hurt.
Kashakian in danger here, but back to his feet.
Oh, he's hurt still. He's playing it well, but he is not with it. Look at his eyes. He's still blinking. Spinning back fist.
Spinning back from O'Malley.
O'Malley needs to separate here, get some space and start going to work.
Kashakian woozy, and where's another right? O'Malley now trying to tee off. Counters with the left and throws the uppercut.
He's got him more hurt. Sean has got him more hurt than he's aware of. Kashakian doesn't know what's going on here. He can barely, his feet are still wobbling.
Amazing that he is still on his feet and throwing.
Oh,
big right at Kashakian.
He faked the
hands
spin.
Low. O'Malley going to work once again.
Oh, nice counter right over the top. D'd up on that takedown. O'Malley doing a great job of just getting out of the way and countering every punch that Kashakian is throwing.
Mark Smith keeping a close eye on Kashakian as he continues to take blows from O'Malley.
Oh, that's it!
That is it! Sean O'Malley with a huge right hand brings Dana White to his feet, and he is still undefeated.
Wow! Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Welcome to the Sugar Show. This is my show.
Big right hand right on the jaw, sits Kashakian on his butt. Sean O'Malley.
Yes. Yes, punch.
Oh.
You ready?
Okay. Here we go. And this is what finally sat him down for good. Square, straight right on the jaw. He slips, boom, right on the chin. Down he goes, walks away, he knows it's over.
Our winner by knockout due to a punch. Sean.
Sean O'Malley has his hand raised once again.
Everything about Ali is solid.
That is true. They were barely able to get his sweatshirt off when he got to the prep point. Absolute tank of a man right there.
One shot.
Holy cow.
I said on the walk he's a powerhouse. I don't know that I did it justice.
No, you didn't. I don't think you could.
Oh my gosh.
He was the
give him a contract.
biggest underdog on the card at plus 260. Yanni, who's been red smoking hot like Ali. Baron answers the call, shocks everybody.
All right, let's take a look. He gets his legs taken out from under him with a big kick from Ali, but then a beautiful overhand right. Again, we saw it in the first fight of the night. He gets your head off that center line as your opponent is throwing the jab and you come over. It's almost the same exact punch that we saw earlier in the night in the third round of the first fight. Beautiful knockout. I mean, the power this man must possess. I threw the chair across the room by mistake here. There it goes, just like his opponent falls to the floor.
To establish that lead leg side kick, and he pushes you away and gets you out of distance. When you try to close that space, that's when he meets you with those long, straight punches.
Oh, man, huge shot! Sean Paul Labostiani puts her face down in round one as the UFC Apex explodes!
That was insane!
Well, we asked if either of these two could surpass the high bar that was already set, and Jean-Paul Labostiani says, hold my beer. Round one knockouts.
Now you know. You don't know. Now you know.
What a way to cap what's been an epic week 4. The win streak is now 4, his third by knockout. Jean-Paul Labostiani.
Jean-Paul Labostiani with the same side head kick follows it up with a right hand. I mean, as he's coming in, watch this jab, head kick, same side. That is nasty stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Looked for Congdon to be retreating, but he wasn't retreating because he was basically already out on his feet. That right hand was a little extracurricular and unnecessary, but my goodness, he was out.
That was incredible. The way he was able to close the space with that jab, essentially pulled Jack Congdon out of his stance, threw the head kick right behind it, and then it was that right hand that really iced the cake and got the job done.
With coming out like that?
Not with these two. Oh! Was that a slip?
Then he lands the elbows, big elbows coming in.
Making his way to his feet.
Oh! Rodriguez got him!
Monuka, Sinashi.
Cesar starting to attack there.
Cesar trying to get back up to his feet, and he does.
Imanol's just swarming him here.
And Cesar is rocked, just trying to survive. Imanol Rodriguez with the win!
He was not letting him off the hook.
He was not. That was like, I need to get one back for that second appearance on top. That was what that was. That was making things right there.
That was smelling blood and going for the kill.
That's a killer instinct you can't teach.
I want to see the beginning of this ending sequence.
Yeah, both times he was hurt, it looked like they were to the body.
Yeah. I looked down for half a second. I missed the initial shot. I want to see if we'll put him down in the beginning, but man, what a finish. Let's take a look here. Okay, so this is a head kick.
Oh, it's a nasty, sneaky right hand.
It was a right hand kick, counter to the kick.
But
swarms him.
It looked like he was kind of diving forward almost.
It did look like a bit of a slip, but I think that just put more power on it.
Oh.
Nasty. Left hook connects there, and then that right kind of hook uppercut.
Shovel uppercut.
Oh, put him out.
1, 2, 3.
The overhand right finds a home for Pinas.
There's a difference in power.
Stop.
Damian Pinas!
And he knew when that right hand connected, there was no need to follow up. Huge power. Vitor Costa slowly goes down.
I have got to see that finish. The right hand from Pinas. He is bringing the heat.
Yeah, I was just saying that there was a big difference in the power. That right hand got through flush, and Costa was trying to fight it, but you got no choice but just to hit the deck.
Let's take a look here. So much power from the side of Pinas rushing in. This was the uppercut early, swarmed all over him, landed a bit of a right hand there earlier, but it's going to be right here, I think. A beautiful jab. The right hand follows it. That's not the one that closed the show. Again, a jab and the right hand. I mean, that is as clean as it gets in terms of a 1-2. Beautifully done by Damian Pinas.
And it connected on the temple as well.
It sure did. Just crumpled him.
Big, powerful shot. He thought about the walk-off knockout.
And here we go. Between Lorenz and Yakiev. Yakiev trying to become the next great UFC fighter from Chechnya.
All those guys are excited about seeing what Khamzat Chimaev just did recently, becoming the UFC middleweight champion. Oh, nice right hand there by Yakiev.
Follows it up with the knee, too.
Oh, he hurt him.
He may finish this early, and he is
back.
giving up here.
Stop.
That's it. Abdul Rahman Yakiev making a statement, leaving Dana speechless.
Stay here.
Wow.
Stay here.
Wow. That was crazy. I mean, wow.
He was the biggest favorite on the card at minus 1,100. He came out with a quickness and showed exactly why.
I mean, absolutely. He went after Lorenz like he didn't belong in there with him. And the moment he got his hands on him, he was intent to finish the fight. That body kick seemed to move Lorenz back. And the moment he was trapped, this dude let everything go. And he got a sick finish. I don't know, man. Like, it's like, it's kind of crazy, right? You get these opportunities, you gotta just try to fight. Even if you're hurt, you gotta just keep trying to fight, man. Move, do something, and hey, let's watch the whole fight.
30 seconds.
The whole fight.
It was 30 seconds.
All right, here we go.
Walk us through it.
Leg kick, nice right hand over the top, knee to the body, just overwhelmed him, right? And now Lorenz is just kind of like,
Alec, fight back.
how can I stop from getting hurt too much? When in reality, man, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You got to go out there and you fight. I know he's hurt, right? I see the power that this young man possesses. But right here, man, you got to roll your back. You got to try to fight. But that's a tremendous performance by Yakiev. Hogan is starting to beat on him bad now.
He's just wearing him down. Uriel is exhausted.
Uriel's tired, beat up, not will. Oh!
His elbows are crushing.
Oh, that was nice. It's over, it's over.
That's it. Josh Hogan in round 2 gets the finish, improving to 6-0.
That was nasty. He just wore him down. I mean, all the wrestling. While Uriel did a pretty good job early defending, that wrestling just wore him down. He could not stay with the pace, and the takedown was easy in round 2, and then he just beat on him.
Yeah, that was an extremely fast double leg. Get him down and just have your way with him.
Well, he said he didn't think this fight would be a war. He thought it would be domination, and it proved to be just that. 44 total strikes landed for Josh Hogan. Just 14 for Guilherme Uriel.
Right here you see Hogan with a beautiful double. I mean, Uriel didn't even react that time. He got hit with a jab and just stood there, got ran over, and then Hogan with some nice ground and pound. But it was these elbows that started to land to end the fight. He hit him with one, And I think that was enough for the ref to see here. Look, boom, right hand, here comes this big nasty elbow. Head bounces. Ref goes, I've seen enough. Nasty ground and pound by Hogan. I mean, look at that. He's not even like moving his head. Getting hit with elbow after elbow. Then he just turns over and says, I'm done. He made a choice there.
He is so dangerous with those knees.
Oh, he's confident in his striking, I tell you that much.
Hands
Right
alone.
hands, Talha ate it, comes back with more. Body shot, lands clean, and it's a walk-off kick to the gut for Baisanger Susurkayev in round one. Our first big moment of season 9.
And that's the reaction you're looking for from that table. You want people impressed. You want people going, oh my goodness, look at that. A teep kick right up the middle. Hit him right in the breadbasket and just crumbled him.
That kick was right on the button. I want to see this replay.
He actually took it up. It wasn't straight. It looked like it wrapped inside to kick him. It looked like, watch.
Almost
it looked
like an oblique kick.
Well, yeah, well, it comes around. Watch how it comes around. Look at that. You see how it comes around under the elbow, opposed to just straight and poking? It came around and up to hit him in the breadbasket. Look at that.
Yeah, more like a
Boom.
snap front
Like
kick.
a snap front
Like a
kick. That's
snap front
nasty.
kick.
Because if he throws that straight, he kicks him in the elbow. Instead, he brings that thing around and right up into the breadbasket. Nasty by Susurkayev. You knew he was dangerous. You knew it was dangerous from the Brendan. The moment he got on in the fight, you could tell Susurkayev was very scary in the striking.
Yes.
One of the best ever. And already you see Cam Teague here inching forward with the geography. He does such a good job of just constantly getting in guys' faces. But that leg kick of Douglas already taken him off balance.
That's one way to disrupt the pressure of Cam Teague. Is you put
Callaway right there with that right hand.
Oh my God.
Winning quickly. Holy smokes.
There's making a statement, and then there's doing that. And that is a whole other level of statement. That was unbelievable.
Douglas absolutely destroyed him with a quickness.
Let's take a look at this here. Cam Teague trying to pressure forward. Huge left hand, and then the overhand right put Cam Teague right down to the canvas. Look at that overhand right. That is just perfectly placed right on the chin. All the power behind it. Cam Teague trying to fight his way back into consciousness, and then eats a left hook against the fence and is absolutely chalked. These guys are just so experienced compared to what we a lot of times see on this show, and you're really seeing it in the way that they're able to make adjustments depending on whether they're fighting in an open stance or closed stance.
Yeah, 18th pro fight for Mandel Nallo, 19th pro fight. On the other side, Silva, right hand, Silva crumbles. Big shots, Mandel Nallo by knockout in round number 1. He's done that 5 straight times, but never with a spotlight like this. And they're going crazy up in Montreal. Man, he doesn't look 36. He looks like a player at lightweight right now. Quick, clean work tonight to get him out of there in round 1.
Oh my goodness! What the fuck?
Mandel Nallo, impressive for as long as it lasted. He was a step ahead the entire time.
Yeah, Mandel looked absolutely fantastic in this first round. Went to work early with the leg kicks, but it was that right hand, stepped right into it, landed the power shot, and put Silva out. And typically, I'm telling you guys, Silva is a very durable guy, but he was able to step in, land it perfectly on the jaw, a couple follow-ups just for fun, just to close it out. Montreal, Quebec going absolutely crazy.
I think I see
front, or he's going to exactly fall off the side there.
On cue.
Sanchez landed some
body
nice
shot.
shots. Oh my God. Sanchez, the prodigy, getting it done here in Vegas.
That was crazy. Yeah.
What a turn of events.
It happened so fast.
I want to see what
I know, I'm trying to see what it was because I saw he had him in the tie clinch and he rifled off some knees, but I believe it was like an uppercut hook. I got to see the replay.
I know, I was waiting
I'm
for
at a
the
loss
replay,
for
too.
words right now, but let's see. Look, gets to the tie clinch, starts rifling off some knees, and it's when he peels away. Uppercut hook, and then he touches the body, overhand right, left hook. Just a fight-ending combination. This is what he does so well. He will fight his opponents at kickboxing range. Once he can get them to the fence, he will close the distance and get into what I call the B range, the boxing range. Once he gets into the boxing range, he uncorks violent combinations with his hands, touches the body, touches the head, looping big shots. Safe to say, Jailton Almeida was right.
That right hand was right on.
Wellmaker in the red trunks, Bramall, the samurai, in the blue.
Look at Bramall's. I mean, look at Wellmaker's face. He's kind of just like, okay, this is a fight. I'm calm. I'm patient. I know what to do here.
Bramall just misses with that right hook, catches the kick.
That's the range management I was talking about. Wellmaker's slick head movement, his ability to see things coming. Really impressive for a young fighter.
I like that combination that Bramall just threw. He threw a 1-2, then he let a kick follow it as Wellmaker was trying to back out with his hands down. He's got to be very careful there.
Oh, nice body shot from Bramall.
Ooh, nice job. That was a nice jab there.
Yeah, you're right, DC. Wellmaker retreats quite a bit with his hands down. He's going to have to watch it if Bramall extends the combination.
But when Wellmaker swings, it is with bad intentions.
You know, part of the reason that's having such a damaging impact is because Bramall lunges in whenever he's ready. Look, see that? So he lunges in, and that's when that jab sticks him. That's a nice jab, man. It's fast.
That low leg kick, you can hear that. A couple more of those, and Bramall's going to be feeling that.
Top side, teeth to the chins there.
It's that, Laura. It's that.
Bramall's starting to see the angles.
Oh, my goodness.
Another one, that lead leg of Bramall.
Oh, that jab is nasty.
Put that middle again. Put that middle again. There you go.
The reason that jab's so effective, though, is because Wellmaker's so relaxed out there.
That's it. Frame and bang. Frame and bang.
Wellmaker seemingly having the speed advantage on the feet as we are under 3 minutes to go here in our first round of the second fight of the night.
You watch Bramall, though. You see him. He's trying to follow his striking concepts. You can watch him try to piece together the combinations, looking and trying to get his reads. He's thrown about 7 different combinations out there already, trying to see which one is going to be the one that he can use to try to win this fight.
And that's one of his...
Oh, my goodness! Coming in and answering the call.
Right here. Hold on. Take a seat.
That was insane.
Kept lunging, kept jumping into the strikes. That means when your guy's throwing and you're running into the punch, it's double the impact, Laura. What just happened for their guy? Wellmaker, look at that. Look at that little check right hook, but Laura, he actually switched his stances, look like. Let me see.
He did it back.
Look, yep, no, he starts to switch as he throws that thing. He throws that thing hard and drops. Bramall, look, you could see Bramall was jumping in, taking jabs, and then look at that. Switches to the right side and just drops that right hand on them. But look, Wellmaker was starting to time those shots. He timed a beautiful right hand that put him out. What a performance by this young man. Impressed the bosses.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes, 29 seconds into round number 1, referee Eric McMahon calls a stop to the fight. for the winner by knockout, Malcolm Wellmaker.
What a win. And Wellmaker, by the way, unlike a lot of guys, works full time. He's a union pipe fitter and welder, and he does a lot of his training, DC, after midnight.
Fast, Joey, fast. Time that first round was great. We're reading. Let's go. Hey, you gotta build it.
Oh, he didn't like that overhand right that Joe landed.
No, he did not. Going to the low kick again is Pfeiffer.
Read it. First. Nice. Yeah, buddy.
The jab from Pfeiffer is really effective. We talked about the Diaz jab over and over again coming into this fight, but Pfeiffer is actually getting through faster. And that was one of the things his corner said to him. If you want to exchange in close, you are faster.
Yep, he does a definite speed advantage.
Nice. Yes. Footwork. Footwork, Joey. Nice and relaxed, Joey.
He's got to watch dropping. He throws the jab very nicely, but it drops, dips down. Let's see if Diaz can capitalize on that.
Exactly. How bad we want this guy, Diaz? Good. You follow it in, take the pace. Add that right hook. Good. Keep going.
Could argue that the jab for both fighters has been their most effective weapon.
Add to that, Joey. Let's go.
There's a right hand for Diaz.
He's backing up. Keep that pressure on. Keep that pressure. Hey, 2 steps back, right? Got you coming in.
Pfeiffer's slipping another jab through his Pfeiffer.
Hands up, Joey. Come on, Ozzy. Let's go. Hands up, Joey. Good.
The ground and pound coming from Pfeiffer, and
There's the power.
is it.
And that's the power that all his teammates are talking about coming into this fight. Big knockout, screaming at the boss.
Thank you for the fucking opportunity. Not my shit.
Let's take a look. Left hook right on the chin, sits Diaz down. And Pfeiffer didn't know if he should follow up at first. Let's take a look again. Beautiful counter right on the tip of the chin, snaps the head to the side, and then big ground and pound to follow up. And now he's talking to the boss again. Let's see if we can get that.
I need you to help me, and I need to help you.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute, 39 seconds into round number 2, referee Mike Beltran calls a stop to the fight for the winner by knockout, Joe Pfeiffer.
Starlight Kids, baby, come on.
See the crowd getting into it as they should.
Interesting fight. Clearly round 1 Shabazian, round 2 for Rowe. And then a big right hand to start. And again!
Rowe coming out strong again.
Shabazian's wilting under the pressure. Oh, this is it!
And it is Phil Rowe making a third-round statement, hops out of the octagon and says, look at me.
Continued the third like the second round finished. Went straight back to it, landed a right hand, followed it up, another one to put him down, and then followed up with 3-4 more shots. Herb Dean steps in. Touch your gloves. Wait for it, one quick right hand here, boom, that connected. Reminded him of the end of the second round. There's another one. Bang, bang, bang. Swarms all over him. Then the big one gets through. He goes down, and from here, Shabazian offering absolutely nothing, just curling up in a ball. He was done. That one there knocked the senses out of him. Didn't know where he was. Big right hook. Got through the middle there. Wait for it. Boom. There it is. Stayed on the feet. Fell to the floor quickly thereafter. Nice work.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this bout at 16 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by TKO, Phil Rowe.
Jordan Williams, as mentioned briefly there in the tail of the tape, type 1 diabetic. He does not want to let that hold him back. It's a big part of his journey and why he fights, and he's been able to speak to groups and represent what you can do with an autoimmune disease, and man, perhaps he could be in the UFC. if he gets a big victory here tonight at the Apex.
He's got to be careful with the clinches in this environment, though. And as you say, if you look at these two people, you can clearly see Rodriguez is the bigger guy. That's because Williams, because of the diabetic BTs that you just mentioned, can't really cut weight. So that's going against him. But I tell you what, RoboCop swinging that high kick.
Oh, they come together with a heavy exchange.
Yeah, he's looking slick here.
Rodriguez just looks strong.
Yeah, powerful. As we said before, trains with some legendary names: Anderson Silva, Lyoto Machida, Jacare Souza. Mixed martial arts Brazilian royalty for sure. So he's in there in the gym every day with those guys, you know, and that's how you get better.
Right cross there from Rodriguez. Nice counter left there from Williams lands. And now he's moving forward. But these guys are sitting in the pocket, swinging big punches.
Oh, that head kick was close. I mean, but look at this. Jordan Williams always pushing forward. You know, he's eating some shots here. Powerful shots as well, but he's still walking him down. You've got to respect that. And there's the first takedown attempt from the Jiu-Jitsu champion. Stuffed, of course. That's big for Jordan.
8 first-round finishes combined between these two. Wow, big right hand from Rodriguez.
Rodriguez doing a nice job of just finding the target for that right hand, just fires it out nice and quick, and then steps off on the angle. He's not there to be counted. Really nice work.
Again, the right cross into the tie. Oh, big left from Williams. Putting his punches together now.
He is hurt.
Rodriguez is down. Jordan Williams by knockout.
Give me my contract. Give me my contract.
Did I do it this time? This big guy right here. How many seconds? How many seconds was that?
Boom! That's the shot that wobbled him, followed it up. Those few missed, but those ones didn't. They're getting through. RoboCop's like, abort mission, okay, short circuit time, I'm out.
Well, Williams was inspired by Jamie Pickett returning to the Contender Series and getting his contract, and his team said, do you see how he put his punches together? That's all you need to do. And when he smelled blood, Jordan Williams went for it.
And there it is, Dana's happy. First finish of the night, and what a finish it was. I mean, that was beautiful, that was vicious, and against the guy that was bigger.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Smith has called a stop to this bout at 2 minutes and 19 seconds of round number 1, declaring the winner by TKO, Jordan Williams.
Yes! Yes!
And Tunis in the red trunks, and Dulatov fighting out of Dusseldorf, Germany in the blue. Inside leg kick from Antunes. You see the power there in the hands already from Dulatov.
Well, it's the speed, Dan. That's the really impressive part. His hands are like lightning.
He's had 5 fights finish in under a minute. Oh, he's about to have another potentially.
Yes, look at this.
Dulatov just pounding away, gets him to the ground.
Just going, one after the other. What he needs to do is separate and break away. He's making a big mistake by clinching. This is allowing Antunes to stay in the fight, allowing him to recover, allowing him to potentially get a takedown. Antunes right now going to get that left arm, peel it all the way over, get it over. There it is, did the right thing.
19 significant strikes landed in about the first 40 seconds of this fight by Islam Dulatov.
And you got to think, you know, did he empty the tank a little bit there? For Antunes, this is really giving him a shot to recover from those shots. He's going to get a takedown, though, because Dulatov is going to go for it again.
You make a really good point, Michael, because Dulatov's never been the distance, not one single time. He's got so many fights that have finished ridiculously quickly. It will be interesting to see if Antunes can continue to survive. if Dulatov can keep this up.
See, that's what he needs, though, clean shots. Whilst he was throwing like a madman and it was blisteringly fast, they weren't connecting flush or clean. That one a second ago, the jab and the right hand, they did. Just slow it down in his mind a little bit and pick the shots a little bit better would be my advice to Dulatov.
Big right from Dulatov there. He's ended 9 of his 10 wins in the first round, trying to obviously do that here.
That's nice. Throws in the knee. Drags him down. He could take the back here. Will he go for it?
Right back up to the feet in the clinch on the fence.
You know, Dulatov really weathering the storm here. Lands a little uppercut. He's tough, man. He's tough. He's a fire.
Yeah, Antunes is not going anywhere.
No, no, no. Because these two are throwing it down.
The Ripper doing it in Vegas.
That was absolutely insane.
Out
You're fun,
like a light.
And blowing a kiss to Dana White afterwards.
Well, I'm telling you, he's got a contract. That's for sure.
You think?
The man's a Versace model. He's got blistering hands. He's super aggressive. That was a wild fight from start to finish and ends it with a vicious knockout like that.
We got to take a look at this. I mean, the aggression of Dulatov the entire fight, but right here, I believe it's a step-in elbow. No, this is the combination from earlier. Dulatov, I mean, just gave him no moment to collect himself. The aggression, yes, it was a step-in elbow, beautifully placed and out like a light.
And Dulatov was a very, very...
Oh, right behind the ear, Michael.
Yeah, Antunes was coming at him, though. You know, he was there for a fight.
That's what you want right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 44 seconds into round number 1, referee Blake Grice calls a stop to the fight for the winner by knockout, Islam Dulatov.
This fight clock is brought to you by Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the UFC. Shannon Clark in blue, Dubin in red. Clark moving forward right away. Dubin throwing combinations in return.
Yeah, Dubin tagged her there on the way in, and Clark's got to be aware of these big shots.
Yeah, she can't just sit there and eat these shots. She's got to move her head a bit. She's a bit stiff, but this is where she wants to be, in close, in the clinch, being physical. She's just running in with her chin up. She's got to be very careful. Dubin will throw some powerful punches. Whoa!
Spicy start to this one as we expected.
Spicy indeed. I mean, like you said, Paul, Clark loves to fight out of the clinch, so watch for her to just try to close distance at about any cost. Like you said, she's not moving her head. Oh! Big shot from Dubin.
Dubin throwing haymakers.
Yeah, she's bringing it tonight. She's putting combos out there, right? She's throwing punches. As Clark tries to close that distance, she's all over her, just putting combos right in her face.
Body with that kick. Body with that kick.
Wow!
Oh! Tunisi Dubin with an overhand swing put Shannon Clark out cold. And the plus 800 underdog, still undefeated. Never seen a judge's scorecard. And you better believe Dana White exploded out of his chair for that one.
My
that is
jaw is
the
on
most
the floor.
crazy knockouts
I cannot believe it
we've ever seen on this show.
That was insane.
Oh,
that was insane.
Man.
Incredible.
Well, you know the phrase, if I was a gambling man. Dana White is a gambling man. He loves the underdog story counted out.
Why are you playing this game? Incredible.
I think Dana just gave her a contract right there. He goes, why even go to the back?
Hey, that's got to be the biggest upset in Contender Series history. And not only did you win, you're not standing up yet. Love you too, honey. Congratulations. Incredible.
You do not see walk-off knockouts like this from women very often. An overhand right to the jaw, out, chalked, cold. Look, I mean, she threw that from her hip, and Clark walked right into it. I don't know if I've seen a more vicious one-punch knockout from a female flyweight. She went like she was gonna go for the takedown. She feinted the knee tap, threw a softball overhand, and put Shannon Clark to bed.
Paul hasn't spoken for like 3 minutes.
To be, oh no,
He's been
on purpose. I mean, unreal to come in being that sized underdog, not only winning and upsetting everyone, but coming in and performing like that and getting that knockout.
I mean, it was already one of those fights where you're just clenching your fist the whole time, and yes, that's the appropriate reaction to have.
He looked like he almost ripped his shirt off. Did you see? I mean, you don't get better than that.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute, 13 seconds into round number 1, referee Mike Beltran calls a stop to the fight for the winner by knockout, Chunhesi Dube.
Teixeira is an absolute giant.
Yeah, and he uses his reach perfectly. Look at this straight away. Sits him down. But look, Lopez fires back, not deterred. I'm telling you, the man's got fire.
Lopez is swinging for it. Oh, Teixeira right off.
See the reach advantage for Teixeira.
Nice head kick, just kind of glances off.
That's one of his best weapons, as well as that head kick.
So Teixeira is more polished, but Lopez is wild. And it's those unconventional shots sometimes that catch you. And look at that, he's committing. It's kind of sloppy. But if he connects, it's a problem.
Lands that low leg kick, but he knows he has to swing for the fences. He himself called this a David versus Goliath matchup, and he said, how did that end? He plans on doing the same thing. Not an easy task against this man. Lands a couple of big shots. Lopez
big.
Keeping it coming.
This will affect the confidence of Teixeira. Typically just blitzes his opponents, keeps them at bay, picks them apart.
Yeah, Lopez certainly getting some respect here.
Teixeira landed a couple of those calf kicks. Chopping away at that lead leg of Lopez.
The jab of Teixeira is so long.
But you have to admire the Molotov. He's fearless.
That mouthpiece comes out.
Oh my goodness.
Get in your mouth, get in your mouth, get in your mouth.
He's an animal. Simple as that. He's like, okay, all aggression.
Teixeira giving him a little thumbs up on the break there.
Right hand connects, and again.
Teixeira with the power, and it is done.
Yeah, that was clean. Lopez definitely had some nice moments there, but because of the wild style leaving so many openings, Teixeira, a clean right hand, saw the chin, landed it perfectly, sat him down. Well done.
Well, it was this wild approach from Lopez, just swinging, that opened up this opportunity. Beautiful straight right hand right down the pipe from Teixeira, lands and puts Lopez out. Beautiful technique. And the straight line is always going to get you there faster. I mean, Lopez came to make this a fight, but Teixeira, my goodness. And Dana White certainly liked what he saw. Almost fell out of his chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute, 57 seconds into round number 1, referee Gary Copeland calls a stop to the fight for the winner by knockout, Taliesin Teixeira.
Round 2 now underway. Gutier presumably trying to keep this on the feet. Lands a couple of shots on Nato here.
A nice sprawl this time, though.
Stuffs that takedown attempt.
And that beautiful drive by knee to able to put Gauthier right where he wants him, on the fence, where he can look to get that double leg, get the hands underneath the butt, and put Gauthier right back down on the mat.
Yeah, just taking his ability to throw anything, because the man is so powerful. You just want to control him, get him down on the ground.
And on the feet, it does feel like at any moment, it could be Gauthier's time to get a sensational knockout. And I think sometimes you fall in love with that idea, and you're not thinking necessarily about the defense first, the footwork, moving. He's sitting down on his punches, and so he's there for the takedown.
Right now, Gauthier's doing the right thing. The right arm could be a little deeper, but he's got an overhook and an underhook with the opposite arm. He's got to use that strength.
Should he not try and get that right
There
hook
it is. Sorry, I just had to take a second to sneeze.
No worries.
Big right hand.
See the power from Gauthier.
But Naito just
Yeah.
unfazed, willing.
Naito's still there.
Trying to land some hammer fists here. A huge shot by Gauthier, but you're right.
Maybe a mistake to follow him down, but he sets to finish. And I'm not surprised he dropped him hard. Gautier's going to posture up, just drop some bombs.
And some of those short elbows. He rocked him.
Oh, rocked him big. Fair play to Yura Naito, because it looked like he might have been done.
And the left eye of Naito is swelling really badly at this point.
Well, familiar position here with the guard closed for Naito.
Yeah, for Gauthier, though, he's just going to posture up. He's got to get busy, because he's not necessarily trying to hold him down. He's trying to finish him, and ideally, he wants to fight on the feet.
He's trying to get those hammer fists to land, but Naito doing a nice job with the wrist control. And
no, not really, Dan. I hate to disagree with you. He's just not being active enough.
You're saying Gauthier's not being active?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's winning the round. He's dropped him. He's on top. He is landing some shots. But like, he can afford to posture up, because when you posture up, the problem is that your opponent might stand.
Right.
Well, he wants it on the feet anyway.
So you don't lose anything.
So he loses nothing. All right, he might lose the position, but he's more dangerous on the feet anyway.
Right.
And right now on the ground, he can fall into a submission. He can get swept, or whatever the case may be. Might fall into a guillotine. What he needs to do is take his hands, push on the chest, posture up high, and then just drop bombs.
Look at that left eye of Naito.
Yeah. We got to remember, too, that Gauthier hasn't spent a lot of time outside of the first round.
Yeah.
And defending the grappling from Naito, that's a different drain on your gas tank unless you're used to it. And as a pure striker, that's going to be what gets you tired the fastest.
There it is.
There it is.
This is what you were asking.
That's what I wanted. Let's go.
That's it. He heard the coaching from Coach Bisping, took it to heart, and finishes the fight. That's how you do it at Teba Gauthier.
That's what I was talking about, though. He just has this crazy natural power.
Look at him go crazy in Cameroon. Halfway across the world. How about that technology? Able to watch their native son, the silent assassin at Teba Gauthier, get the finish here on Dana White's Contender Series.
Look at this. Boom! Right hand, you see the head almost come off Naito. Stays on the feet. Not this time, though. Right hand there. Left hook gets through, sits him down hard. I thought it was done. Follows up with a hammer fist, but eventually got the ground and pound stoppage here. Gary Copeland steps in. He'd seen enough, and Naito had taken enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 minutes into round number 2, referee Gary Copeland calls a stop to the fight for the winner by TKO, Atiba Gauthier.
The fight is on here as Deshaun boat right in the
There's that head kick
Manafield
that I talked
looking
about.
to end it quickly.
And here's
My
Alonso
goodness!
getting through with the shots, and there it is. He opened with a head kick. Alonso counters, puts him down. 3-4 big shots. Wow, over before it even started.
You want a statement win? How about a knockout in 9 seconds for the still undefeated Alonzo Menafield?
Looking for that opening head kick each and every time. Alonzo must have done his homework. He saw it, he counted it perfectly, put him down, dropped him, followed it up. 9 seconds. Wow.
And right when they were underway.
So we go out, there's that head kick that I talked about. He counters, kind of pushed him off balance, and he gets through with a vicious ground and pound. Tries the backflip, close but no cigar, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. There's a right hand over the top, puts him down, gets position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good shots. I mean, he looked like he went out for a second, and one of the shots may have brought him back round.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Smith has called a stop to this bout at 8 seconds of round number 1, declaring the winner by TKO, Alonzo Menafield.
All right, fight number 3 is underway. Camacho in the red trunks, Pinto in the blue. Again, it's the 8-0 Pinto coming in as the -650 favorite in this one.
Yeah, so Camacho, as you can see, has this very herky-jerky style. It makes it very hard to read. Pinto's going to use that reach, pump that jab out, look to set up the right hand. There it is.
Pinto coming into this one with 10 finishes and 13 career fights between his pro and amateur career. He's finished 4 of 8 in the pro ranks.
Levanta a mão, tá com a mão baixa. Calma, modifica, calma, mexe.
Fingers.
Então tá dando jab.
Pinto does this a lot. You see him kind of range find by extending his arms, which you can get away with when you've got an 80-inch reach. But Camacho can come over the top as well.
Pinto content to take his time and find his range here as we're a minute and a half into the first round.
This is new territory, at least compared to what the film that I was able to find on Camacho. Normally he's able to really...
Stunts him!
Oh, they're big shots. That's it.
That is over. Laser-like shot and then a grounded pound finish for Mario Pinto.
And he just pointed at Dana, cool as a cucumber. And when you watch this guy, it doesn't seem like he has the biggest power, right? Because he's touching his opponents. But I tell you what, he's clearly got power because Camacho was undefeated coming into this one, dropped him, and then those follow-up shots, they were nasty.
Let's take a look at this. Mario Pinto just waiting for the right time to land that counter left hook. Beautifully done.
Boom.
He was reading the sort of herky-jerky, the coming forward of Camacho, and knew that that left tack, I mean, that's as clean as it gets, right across the chin and put him out.
That's going to get you a shot.
Yeah,
that's going to get you a contract, I'm telling you.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute, 43 seconds into round number 1, referee Mike Beltran calls a stop to the fight for the winner by knockout, Mario Pinto.
Right back to work here in round 2 in Nurgazai in red and Shevchik in blue.
The corner of Nurgazai had a really interesting method of getting his fighter's face moist there. I don't know if you saw that. Spit right in it.
Yeah, I heard it.
To each their own. To each their own. Oh, here's your small box, guys. That's its own thing right there.
I'd be upset.
I wonder if that's a Kazakhstan thing.
If that was a woman, that would not fly.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Nope. I'd be having 2 fights if I was in that corner.
Yeah.
Solid inside kick there. Maybe he's trying to do that to set up that potential power kick up the stairs. Southpaw versus orthodox here, something to be noted.
Yep, and he does have that. He's got tremendous head kicks. I think Nurgozaj just has to get a little bit busier figuring out the range here.
Counter combination comes from Nurgozaj. After another inside leg kick from Shevchik, that one
There's the power.
looks like it had an effect on Shevchik.
And if Nurgozaj can continue to counter these kicks, make Shevchik pay, that's where he's going to find success, because he's doing a really nice job of putting 2-3 punches together when he's finding that range.
Yet to see any takedown attempts on either side of this one. We thought Nurgozaj might try to get things to the ground. Shevchik, we expected a kickboxing approach.
You know, Nurgozaj has a pretty significant fight habit / tick where he wipes his eye. I wonder, you know, obviously it's something that he's used to, but that's got to take away from a little bit of your timing and your rhythm, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if Shevchik can try to counter that, because you know it's coming.
Yeah, and so much of the open stance is that lead hand play, right? Figuring out how to control the space between you and your opponent from this open stance, but it's kind of a different look when your opponent isn't jabbing and is a little bit too busy kind of wiping his face.
Yeah, neither guy has really been using that lead hand. And again, I know during, with Southpaw and Orthodox, it's not necessarily your biggest weapon, but you can use it to set up your weapon, which is that rear hand.
How about Shevchik on your bingo card for the first takedown attempt? Under 2 minutes to go in round 2 as they work along the fence. Oh, uppercut. Dangerous. Oh! The head kick lands! And dear Nurgozaj is undefeated in the most emphatic of ways with a head kick knockout to put an exclamation point on week 8. Bartosz Shevchik comes to.
Let's take a look at this setup here. Oh, he gets the foot angle and then the rear left kick. As soon as he found that angle, that southpaw angle, and unfortunately Shevchik was dipping right into it. Although he was using one hand to block, it just was not enough. A thunderous left kick right here. It gets the angle, same side punch setup, left hand kick follows it. Those same side kick guys, they'd be getting it done lately.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 minutes, 32 seconds into round number 2, referee Mark Smith calls a stop to the fight for the winner by knockout, Tihar Nurgozaj.
Valenzuela in the red trunks, Ibero in the blue.
Partly checked that low kick, but partly landed as well.
Cut off the ring. Get ready for those big hooks, they're coming.
Oh, that's goodness!
I mean,
Claudio Rivera.
I mean,
The 9th knockout win of his career, pointing at Dana White. He didn't waste a second.
well, it's funny because I said it was his opponent, Valenzuela, that would find the openings, but in the first real exchange, a thunderous left hook sat him down, and the referee was like, that's it, it's a wrap. And now he's going to dance.
And the dance.
Let's go.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I was expecting
more.
It's pretty good, Anthony. I'm kidding. Hey, that's what it's all about. You come into the content. Look at that. Wow. Bad choice for Valenzuela. Going for that spinning back fist like that. Let's take another look. Here's the low kick. Oh, no, he's spinning round. Boom. So he's spinning round with a kick. And then because of the momentum, thought I'll try and swing a back fist. Make something of it. There it is. Leaves it open. Boom. Got to protect the chin. Down he goes. Out he goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 25 seconds into round number 1, referee Jason Herzog calls a stop to the fight for the winner by knockout, Claudio Rivera.
And we are underway. Campbell in the red trunks, Duncan in the blue.
That's a really couple of heavy low kicks by Chris Duncan.
There's always
nice
a
way.
density to the punches that Duncan lands and the kicks. I mean, he plants himself in the canvas, doesn't have a lot of extra movement, and it shows when the...
Duncan knocked down.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. Doesn't get too aggressive. Listen, last time out didn't go his way. He wants to come here and get, correct that. But being too aggressive, he's going to walk onto things. The corner of Duncan calling for a level change. Nice kicks, they're very heavy. They're not the fastest, but when they connect, there's a lot of impact, just like that right hand there. That's nice.
Another heavy low leg kick from Duncan.
That's a beautiful straight right to the solar plexus and an uppercut from Charlie Campbell.
Pumps him again.
This could be it. Chris Duncan's firing back, shoots a beautiful double leg. Doesn't get it, but he's still in this fight.
Charlie Campbell is pouring it on with the knees and the right hands.
Uppercut clips him. Down goes Duncan.
Look at those uppercuts. That was insane! Uppercut after uppercut had him hurt. It looked like Chris Duncan was done and then pulled him out for the count. Wow!
Oh my God.
Wow.
Right, Charlie Campbell's teeing off. It looks like the end is nigh for Chris Duncan, but they built him tougher than that in Glasgow. He's down, but he's not out. He's trying to get the leg, doesn't get it. Gets cracked again, but wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it, but when it comes, it's worth it. Swings up with that uppercut. Chris Duncan is hurt. He's on shaky legs. He's half unconscious as he's trying to get that takedown. Charlie Campbell pushes him away. Thinks he sees easy prey, but here it is. Boom! One shot, puts him down, follows it up, puts him to sleep. Good night, Irene. Chris Duncan, welcome to the UFC. I'm just going to say it. Look at that shot. That is a thing of beauty. That is what you want to do. And look at Dana White. Amazing. Oh, dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute, 43 seconds into round number 1, referee Mark Smith calls a stop to the fight for the winner by knockout, Chris Duncan.
That was for you, Lawrence. I love you.
This fight clock brought to you by Bud Light, a official beer sponsor of the UFC. Vallejos in the red, Teague in the blue.
Couple good outside leg kicks already by Vallejos.
Another.
Look to see the difference in the impact.
lands another big leg kick after a good combination.
Oh, Vallejo's got some real slick boxing, man. But this is Teague, right? Teague wants to pressure. Oh, he ate a big right hand.
Teague is a guy who will bring you into a brawl. He wants to get out there and he wants to make things a little bit messy, a little bit scrappy, whereas Vallejos thrives in a little bit more of a controlled fight, but the power of Vallejos is the real equalizer.
Well, Teague is got to do that. He's not the technical striker that Vallejos is.
No, but he's just a blue-collar brawler who worked in the oil and gas industry as a tanker man in Mobile, Alabama, eating a big right, just shaking it off. Look at that.
And it's just pressure. Oh, that body shot was good there by Vallejos. He didn't like that one. He's trying to show, he's trying not to show it, but that body shot affected him. Look, there's another. Those body shots are hurting him bad.
Bring it up.
Blood coming out of that left nostril already, and he has taken a beating. We have over 3 minutes to go here in the first round. Oh! Vallejos catches him again.
Oh, Vallejos is sick.
Huge overhand right from Vallejos.
I mean, the boxing combinations, the way that he's mixing up the body and the head.
Vallejos is throwing a combination you don't see very often. He's going uppercut, right hand over the top. That's nasty.
That's boxing right there.
That is nasty.
Teague just kind of keeping that head on the center line. Look at that. Oh, the uppercut land for Vallejos.
Right back, man. Right back. It's over.
El Chino gets it done the second time around here in Las Vegas.
Kevin Vallejos just left no doubt. No doubt.
I think I can figure out who's getting the contract. I know one guy getting the contract.
I think you got a pretty good idea.
Oh, my goodness. His hands look so sick.
That was slick.
Look at that. I mean, just nasty punches. Going to the body, up top. I mean, he's done. And then he hits him with that nice little short left hook that drops him. Look at this short left hook. Oh, my, he's taking every one of these shots. And if this kid wasn't so tough, he would have went down earlier. Little short left hook puts him down. I mean, what a performance by Vallejos.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes, 23 seconds into round number 1, referee Kevin McDonald calls a stop to the fight for the winner by TKO, Kevin Vallejos.
Come on! Make a decision. Make that decision, Phil. Nice.
Round number 2.
Oof.
Nice head kick there.
Your turn. Follow it. Put something behind it. More than one, Bubba. More than one.
Yeah, Latu having trouble with the range here. Even when he throws, it's just missing by quite a bit. Got to get a little closer.
Yeah, like so many fighters out of CKB, I mean, that really is one of their best attributes, is just an understanding of range and an understanding of how to disrupt rhythm, because he's doing a good job of finding the moments where Latu is resetting, and that's when he goes.
Your turn. Your turn. Your turn. Here comes back. Gotta go, bud.
So like right there, I mean, it wasn't a powerful shot, but that lead hook is going to be something that can set up the right hand.
You gotta get in between, Bubba. You gotta get in between. You gotta go.
And Sterling doing a good job of mixing the weapons up to keep him guessing, right? Throwing a jab, then a calf kick, then inside kick. And he puts feelers out there with that jab. See how sometimes he's not even really throwing. He's just keeping something to occupy Latu. And that's where Latu, has to do more than one.
More than one, goddammit.
Yeah, and when he does, we talked about this in the lead up to this fight, when he does finally put combinations together, Latu can look so slick, but he does at times get a little bit stuck on the outside, one shot at a time.
Yeah, if he's going to try to close that distance with that left hook, which he does cover ground well, he's got to be coming with a right hand and then look for the hook again. Like right there. There you go. That's a good combination from Latu. That's what he needs more of.
Big throw, big throw, big throw. Big knee. That's his body. His body.
Looking
for a knee.
Gotta watch the clinch here.
Circle, 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 circle. So your turn, Phil. Your turn. Again, slow here. Follow at home. Stay in position. You stay in position, you follow at home. Two quick eight.
Oh!
Good night! One-punch knockout for Navajo Sterling.
And that was just all set up nicely. Navajo Sterling really took his time, waited for those moments, and then finally we see him unleash that left hook. But it started with prodding with that jab over and over again, looking to set up the big power shot, forcing Latu to get aggressive, and then he just landed just a bomb. Look here. Let's take a look at some of Sterling's work here. Oh, man, just follows through, finally opens up, and I love that he pulled back. Clearly he's out. They both throw left hooks. The bigger, stronger, faster guy gets there first than Sterling, and that's a wrap. Look at this. Misses. Well, look at even the reverberation in the right hand that landed on the shoulder of Latu. Big, big KO there from Sterling. It's a guy to watch out for. A lot of fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes, 21 seconds into round number 2, referee Kerry Hatley calls a stop to the fight for the winner by TKO, Navajo Sterling.
Love that car, man.
Man, that is going to be fun.
That's going to be fun. It's going to be the best fight card ever, man. It's going to look good, too. Oh.
Tulio's starting to lose in here.
Oh, he lands that elbow, but I don't know if it had much of an effect on
connected
Duclos.
a little bit.
Yeah, but dude, but in that exchange, the other kid was landing.
Yeah, Duclos landed also. You're right.
You fall in love with the big action of Tulio. When at times he leaves himself open, he is landing, but he's allowing Duclos to get some real big shots off on it. That is what he needs to do.
You saw those leg kick numbers, Sanko, 17-0 for Tulio.
Yeah, there's something off about the movement of Duclos, honestly. You can see it there. He's got a little bit of an awkward movement as he's moving back now. I think some of those leg kicks are starting to add up.
Oh, yeah, they will. I like when Tulio throws that right hand to the body. That's going to set up those big shots that he's looking for.
Yeah, the big hooks to the head.
Yep.
Here's Duclos marching forward, but you're right, you kind of become memorized by Tulio a bit, who lands a nice shot because of the explosiveness, and he fights in spurts.
Yep, he is explosive, man. Even that straight right he threw to the sternum was so hard. But these are the things that are going to win the fight for him. Those outside leg kicks and throwing the strikes that don't look as crazy, but they land effectively.
The kicks of Duclos are looking a little bit more labored at this point. That's going to allow Tulio to get past that range, get where he wants to be, start landing those big looping shots.
You can see the blood coming from Duclos' nose.
Nice knee there by Tulio.
Tulio not just landing the knee, but landing elbows as well as he has Duclos against the fence.
He's starting to break him down a little bit, it feels like.
There's another elbow from Tulio. Coming in on that 7-fight win streak, 11-1 overall.
Oh, that was nice.
He's hurt! He's hurt! And that's it, Marco Tulio!
That was right to the liver. That was right on target. That was so nasty.
But did you see what that started off of? He threw the jab, drew out the reaction, threw the right hand, got him going backwards and hit him with that beautiful spinning back kick. Tremendous by Tulio.
Just chipping away at the legs, and then the devastating kick to the body wins it for the young man from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Chopping wood, man. Watch this. This combination was beautiful. Look at this jab, fade back, right hand. Now he gets him backing up. Okay, spinning back kick. That was tremendous, man. When he finally slowed down, he did everything the right way, took his time, found the opening, and he was able to land the finishing shot. That was a beautiful spinning kick to the liver. Let me tell you something. When that liver shot lands like that, call the cops and the ambulance. Time to go home. There's nothing else you can do. Your whole body shut down.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes, 38 seconds into round number 2, referee Keith Peterson calls a stop to the fight for the winner by TKO, Marco